Hello everybody, my name is Chrysius, and welcome to another Let's Play of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. The reason I don't have full stamina this time isn't because I was playing around earlier today, it's because I was having trouble while recording the video, and this is a second attempt for me, well, third technically, but that's why some of my stamina's gone. What I was doing was finishing up this cooler mission here. I finished both of them. I'm trying to get all the characters you can from it. So, him, and these are actually really weak coolers. These guys, they're really weak coolers, but there's one of each type. I'm trying to get their super attack all to level 10, even though I think they can only go to SSR. Yeah, they can only go to SSR. But that's fine. I actually thought that this guy could only go to SR, which I was wrong, because I just finished the mission and got this guy who can go to UR. So this is one of the things they did recently with the, well, not recently, but since I've played last with some of the updates, is you can now choose a character, go to their card, hit growth, and it shows you how high they can go. You can go to training them, or you can go to awakening them. And when you do awaken someone all the way, which who's someone I need to awaken all the way? This guy. Let's go to train him real quick. I have a bunch of these, so it might be a bit of a waste, but hey, I've got 10 of them. You train him, and as soon as you get him to the max level he can get, it'll take you straight to awakening. And after you awaken, it will take you back to training. And you can go back and forth until they're fully awakened if you have everything you need. I actually don't want to use those two. Let's get rid of those and just use these. I like to have at least one of every card. I know it's not very useful and it's kind of a waste of space. That's why I have over 600 slots. There we go. And if he had a Dokkan Awakening, it would push me back here to awaken him. He doesn't. But I do believe he is a Wicked Bloodline category leader, which I didn't have before. So now I do. He's not the best leader, but he'll actually be useful whenever I get to the Ultimate Clash. This, I'm not very far into it. I'm on stage 2. I've only ever made it to the final stage, which is stage 3, but I've never beat anybody on it. So I'm not much further than I've been, but I'll go ahead and retire from it because I don't really... I do have these missions over here that require me to beat 1, 2, 3 stages. You get these missions once a week, and I get battlefield memories from them, and what I can do with those is go over to the bottle shop and go to the treasure, and right over here, this is where I got my LR cooler from. You can get LR... what is his name? Captain Ginyu in Goku form, which I think I have already gotten all the ones from him I need. And then some SR characters and some Ultimate Clash medals, extra space, extra team cost, which I will be using these to upgrade my team cost, because I am so close. I'm not going to get rid of this team, but I'm going to show y'all what I'm very close to doing, is getting an all LR team. So if I set this by cost, I'm 1 short, and of that 1 short, you can see I have 220 or 429 out of 514. I'm just a few. I think I did the math. I don't remember the exact number, and I'm not going to do it in my head real quick. But I'm like 15, 20 off from being able to get a full LR team. I know getting a full LR team isn't going to be great because they don't really work well with each other, but I'm going to do it, and it's going to be awesome. Another thing I've been doing And I'm actually not going to do the ultimate battlefield thing real quick. I'm going to show y'all. Might as well sell these. Another thing, you could set them up, bam, 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 by cost. And whenever you go to sell, it actually shows the ones you're most likely to sell. Don't know why these super attack levelers are here, because I never sell those. I go ahead and confirm, get all that money from there. So one thing I've been doing a lot is by raising my attack, or not raising my attack, but getting it to where my highest attack people are out, and going to Awakening. You have an Awakening? How do you have a Dokkan Awakening? Aren't you already Dokkan Awakened? What? Alright, I'm a little confused here. He's the Super Saiyan 3 category leader, and oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, I'm dumb. I forgot I had him. The reason he's grayed out here is because I had him reverse Dokkan Awaken. Alright. That's not what I meant to do. Character list. So these are all the characters I need to awaken. Except for the ones that are grayed out, I can just reverse them. I have him reversed because the summon I was doing was giving me some more of him, and I didn't want to waste too many of my reverse awakening medals. So I just had him reversed until I got enough. I'm not doing that summon anymore, so I can actually go ahead and reverse the reverse. Bam. He's a really strong unit, by the way. So here's all the characters. I'm keeping him down because the free-to-play Tien you get, you can actually farm him to farm this dude's super attack level up. And I'm also keeping him down so that when I do more world tournaments and get more of his cards, I can go ahead and slap him in the hidden potential spot for him, so I can get all his slots open. I have all his slots open. Why is he still... Okay, I have all his slots open, and I have him to super attack level 10. Not entirely sure why he's still reversed, so I'm gonna go ahead and reverse his reverse. Okay. I think I forgot that I did that, and he's just been there so long that I forgot about him, because world tournaments don't come around that often. He's another one of the free-to-play LRs, and one thing that they did recently is you can click and hold his medal, and before it would just tell you where to get it, but now it'll tell you where to get it, and you can actually go to that event. This little key icon means that the event's not up anymore, but I can actually click it, go to it, and instead of using stamina, I can use keys that they give us periodically, and use those in order to get the medals I need by clearing the missions. I'm not going to do that for him because I have nowhere near enough medals to awaken him. I remember I'd have 400 and something. Yeah, 423 out of 777. I'd waste all my keys, and I probably still wouldn't be able to completely awaken him. Maybe I would, but I wouldn't be able to do anyone else. And I need just 20 more before I can get you to the LR, which means on the next World Tournament, he's going to be LR'd. Same with him. I don't believe his event's up. I keep clicking and holding for some reason. That's why I keep pulling their card up. I don't believe his event's up except for the keys, which the keys are useful, but not for these free-to-play LRs because they take so many tries to be able to get all the medals you need. Him, I do need to awaken. Why do I keep clicking and holding his card? I only need 2 more of this medal. And yes, it's going to be a key one, but it's only 2 medals. It's not going to be exactly 2 more times, because I've already done it twice and I haven't got a single key once. That one key I already have is one I had beforehand. Might as well keep using. That's the deck I was using for it, which I believe was a Pure Saiyan deck. But might as well keep using my Friezas, because who better to fight Saiyans than a Frieza? Or people from the Frieza race. Let's see. This is another reason I haven't completely got all of his awakening medals, is it takes so long to get to the final boss fight. I really wish there was kind of a rush way on every mission where when you don't want to grab everything in the mission, you can just take the little quick breeze way. Because there are some levels that do that. They have a quick breeze way, so you can easily get to the character you need to fight, so you can try and get everything. Let's see here. You actually might have the highest defense. He reduces all damage by 40%, I want to say. It could be a little less than 40%, but I do believe he has a defense reduction. I'll have to double check his card. That's just fun. I like watching Frieza's attacks. So Frieza's not my favorite villain. Cell's actually my favorite canon villain, and Cooler's my favorite non-canon villain because he comes from one of the movies. Though that does look amazing. But even though, yeah, I've never seen the Metal Cooler movie, I've only seen the original Cooler movie. And I also call him Cooler and not Kura. If I go to his card, he'll be called Kura because that's what they call him in the Japanese. But I never watched that movie in the Japanese. I haven't watched much of Dragon Ball Z in the Japanese. It's a show that I watched a lot as a kid and a young teenager. So it's one of the first animes I watched, and I only watched it in English. So Dragon Ball Z is the only anime. Well, Dragon Ball Z and Inuyasha are the only two animes where I have to watch it in the English. I can't stand the Japanese versions. Whereas every other anime I watch, for the most part, has to be subbed because a lot of animes don't have good dubs. And there's two anime where I can switch back and forth, and that is Bleach and Naruto, because I watched all of the original Naruto series in English and all of Shippuden in Japanese. And Bleach, I watched about the first 100 episodes, 150 episodes in English, and the last in Japanese. I actually didn't even notice if I got the Awakening Medal. I'll see whenever I get to the next stage. I really hope I did. Or maybe two, because I don't want to use too many keys getting him. But I do need to get him to UR, or if he is UR, I need to get him as strong as he can get. Yes, I could get one. Because of that ultimate battlefield. Once again, that thing is why I'm trying to get all my people Dokkan Awakened. You can only use 100 characters. They have to be UR characters. And I want to get the strongest UR characters I can possibly get to fight it, because they are, it's easy. The first level, well, none of the battlefield's easy, but I've gotten to the point where the first level's easy. The second level's a bit more difficult, and I've never beat someone on the third level, because by the time I beat the boss on the second level, I am completely out of good characters, and then I basically just waste my fodder on stage 3 because I use up all my good guys on the first 2 stages. And there's only 3 stages, so I make it to the final stage, I just don't do much in that final stage. Let's go ahead and have him attack. I really wish I could get the Fizz Cooler that I have out on this one, because I'm pretty sure he could wipe all 3 of them with no problem. I could always just switch to my team where I have Raditz. I have a Raditz that can attack all. That's who I use a lot in my World Tournaments. I'll actually show you my World Tournament team. I'm quite proud of it. But yeah, this Raditz could wipe all of them in one hit. Because that's what that Raditz is made for. Just nuking the field. Until you get too high in the World Tournament, then he's kind of not as useful. Alright, let's just get this here. Let's see if I can beat all 3 of these in this one turn. Or if I could do it with this one character. So that's what I've been doing for the most part, is just trying to awaken all the potential of my strongest URs, awaken everyone I can get to UR or LR, because you can use LRs in the battlefield. I said you can only use URs. You can only use UR and up. So I can use LRs if they're fit for the team. Let's see here. And you can use cards of the same name, which is nice. What kind of sucks is you can't use a friend's leader. You can only use your cards. So I'm trying to find secondary leaders for every team I have, so that I can have my team as strong as possible. Because that's one of the things that make it so hard. Like, let me see. One of my stronger teams, and I end up using it on the first turn, because the first person you fight is Captain Ginyu, is my Ginyu team. And by strongest teams, I mean strongest teams for the battlefield. Because you have this Ginyu LR, who is the Ginyu Force leader, and then you have this other LR, Ginyu, who raises all types HP, attack, and defense plus 77. So I end up using all of these up to Raccoon on my battlefield memory on my first person, because he's Ginyu and I feel like beating Captain Ginyu with the Ginyu team. And if I don't beat it with him, I'm gonna have to use another stronger team, and they're strong enough to beat him, but they're not strong enough to be worth holding on to for another character. I've tried. And the first Ginyu is not good enough to waste another team on. The only other one I would do is my Peppy Gal's team, and they don't do too well against most of these guys, because they're all boss level, like I said. I'm gonna go ahead and fight him. So these are all the characters I have left. Not many. Because I forgot to mention that after you use a character on one mission, you can't use it again. If you could, it'd be super easy, because I would just refight each person with my strongest team, which I believe is my Realm of Gods team. Let's see, for this guy, I like to actually use an android. I like to fight like with like. Since I'm fighting Android 13, I'm going to use my Android team. Have these two, because they're the leader and secondary leader for this team. Let me just get my strongest androids out here. And see what we can do. Sometimes I get lucky, and this Android team can actually take out this Android 13. Sometimes I'm not as lucky, and this Android team cannot take out this Android 13. It all depends on the type. This is INT, so I need a lot of Fizz. I don't think I have a single Fizz character on this team, actually. So it's not going to be as good. I should have used a Super Fizz or an Extreme Fizz team, which I do have. But let's see how far I can push him with his fellow androids. I'm actually glad that I have an android team now, because I kind of just had the LR Android 17 and 18, and I didn't do much with them. They weren't strong enough to be put on any of my other teams, but now that they have the Android teams, they're some of my hardest hitters on it. Let's see, Android Super 17. He's a pretty tough hitter. And then just Android 17. I think that's Hellfighter 17, actually. He's a pretty decent hitter, but again, all these guys are super strong. 1 LR, 2 URs, and I only just took out his first health bar. I forgot the TH at the end. Let's see. Why not? This cell doesn't get many chances to show off. Let's see what he can do. I think this Fizz cell is the one that's an Extreme Z Awaken. If not him, then it's the green cell on the other side that's an Extreme Z Awaken. And I haven't actually finished their levels yet, so they're not completely Z Awakened. And I'm dead. So there goes my Android team. Now that I know Fizz is what is what makes him weaker, I can just pop out my Super Fizz team, which I've already used. Extreme Fizz team, which I haven't used yet. You're a Fizz leader, right? Movie bosses. Your secondary leader skill is Fizz. No, your secondary leader skill is full power. My secondary Fizz leader, or Extreme Fizz leader, is not here. So I guess I'm gonna use you. I'm gonna be short someone. So I really hope whenever you're short someone, they fill it with a Cyberman. I don't feel like having a Cyberman, so I could still use you on another team. I think I'll use you. I have to remember all the different teams I have available and who I can use without taking a character from another team, or you end up like I did with my Super or Extreme Fizz team, being short a person. Alright, let's get this done. Well, I say that, I'm probably not going to be able to beat him, but I'm definitely about to find out. Okay. You here. Bam. And is there a good? It's not good, but it's not bad. What I really like about this cooler is he's a tank, and he hits really hard. So let's see what he can do against this Super 13. Bam. Can I get a super attack, please? Well, not from the cooler. Alright. There's Broly from the movie that I still haven't seen. I have ordered it. It's going to be here on the 16th. So somewhere between the 16th and the 21st, I should have a review for that coming out. So that's going to be one of the videos I put out next week, because it's already Thursday. Yeah. So next week. Who do I want taking these hits? I guess I'll have Frieza take these hits. I don't know how much of a tank the other two are. And not a single one gets a super attack. So that's one of the problems with the person I chose as the secondary leader. He only boosts the HP and defense. He didn't give any ki. So that's one of the problems you can sometimes run into with this Ultimate Clash Battlefield, is you end up short on ki and not being able to super attack as much as you normally would, which puts me at a disadvantage. One good thing about the cooler is he usually attacks multiple times, so it doesn't matter that he doesn't have a super attack to start with, because he can end up with a super attack. And this video is running up on almost 25 minutes, so after this match, whether I win or lose, this will probably be the end of it, because I don't want these videos to be too long. Oh, looks like I'll most likely be able to beat him, unless he destroys my cooler, which he shouldn't. My cooler is a good thing. I don't want these videos to run too long. I don't want them to be too short either. But it looks like if he does it, I'll be able to pull out the win. And then y'all will be able to see this place's boss come out. Should I fight the boss, is my question. I think I got some Battlefield tokens. Alright. And here is the boss. Broly. Old school Broly, not new school Broly. And I'm actually going to end the video here. I'll pick it up fighting Broly in the next episode. So, hopefully you enjoyed it. Oh, date change. Let me get all the goodies. Do I have 50? Aw. I was gonna go ahead and do a summon if I got 10 stones to do 50, because I still want to hit. Oh, the summon I was hitting is gone. I was wanting the Pure Saiyan. Why do I still have? Oh, because I need to sell some of those. I want the Pure Saiyan leader, or Pure Blooded Saiyan Vegeta leader. Either one works. There are two of them. I'd love either of them. Haven't got either of them. So I'll probably, when I get 50, either summon for this cooler, who's the Wicked Bloodline leader, or save it because the anniversary summon's coming up. But that'll be it for this video. If you liked it, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, see ya.